next section, next lecture. Okay, so I made this collection of 5 expressions that native speakers don't normally use, but aren't necessarily ungrammatical. Okay, so 우리 그냥 원어민들이 안 쓰는 표현 이렇게 모였어요. So 영어답지 않은 표현 5개. Alright, so let's start with the first one. And like I said, 원어민 중에서 이 표현 쓰는 사람 못 봤어요. 근데 한국인 많이 쓰시는 것 같아요. 그래서 제가 이거 여기다가 썼어요. 근데 나는 취했다. 너 취한 것 같다. 이런 의미로 I'm drunken 안 씁니다. 우리 이렇게 말 안 해요. 네? 대신에 I'm drunk 이라고 해요. 오케이? 나 이거는 왜 안 돼요? 설명 나왔죠.
명사 앞에 쓰는 거 아니에요?
네, 맞습니다. So for example, drunken tiger 들어보셨죠? 이거 문법적으로 맞는 말입니다. 아무 문제 없어요. 오케이? 네, 이것도 되고 drunk tiger도 되고, 오케이? drunk tiger도 가능해요. drunken tiger하고 drunken tiger 둘 다 가능해요. 오케이? 근데 보통 뭐 글 쓸 때 drunken 조금 더 formal한 느낌이죠. drunken, okay? drunken soldiers, drunken beggars, drunken homeless people, drunken professors, okay? drunken 연세 university professors 아무거나 가능해요. okay? 명사만 앞에 오면. 근데 여기는 비동사이잖아요. Okay? So I am, to be, right? So 이거는 안 되는 거예요. 대신 이거 쓰시면 돼요. Okay? 근데 이거 형용사형으로 쓸 때 그러는 거죠. 당연히 drink, drank, drunk 그거 다른 문제죠. 그거는 동사로 썼을 때요. Okay? I'm drinking, I drink, I drank, I have drunk, right? drunk, drink, drank, drunk 그거는 다른 문제예요. 그거는 동사로 쓸 때고 형용사로 썼을 때 이거만 중요해요. So I'm drunk. Now you look completely drunk. He looks drunk. Okay? 그것도 looks 뒤에 있으니까 이거는 동사 뒤에 왔으니까 보이다. drunk. 네? 취한 것 같다. 취해 보인다. He looks drunk. Okay? He looks drunken 안 돼. Okay? 그냥 원칙적으로 drunken이라는 단어 그냥 안 쓰셔도 될 것 같아요.
안전하게?
예, 안전하게 그냥 drunk만 쓰시면 제일 좋을 것 같고 글 쓸 때 뭐 무슨 명사 앞에 왔을 때만 drunken. But you can just say drunk, okay? You can also say a drunk man. A drunk man approached me. 술에 취한 아저씨 나한테 와서 말 시켰다. A drunk man, a drunk middle-aged man approached me and started talking to me. A drunk man. 그거는 편해요. 그거는 일상적으로 그렇게 쓸 것 같아요. A drunken man보다. Okay? A drunk man은 조금 더 자연스러워요. Okay. But drunk tiger 정말 술에 취한 호랑이 같아요. 근데 drunken tiger 조금 시 같은 맛이 나요. 그래서 나도 그 밴드 이름으로 이거는 더 마음에 들어요. drunken tiger, drunk tiger. Okay? If I saw a real tiger that was drunk, I might say, hey, look, it's a drunk tiger. Okay? But when I'm talking about a band, I would say drunken tiger. 이거 더 이렇게 아름다운 이름 같아요. Okay? Alright, but when we talk in a normal basis, just don't ever use drunken. It's easy. Just never use drunken, always use drunk, and you'll be fine. So that's easy, right? Okay, so drunken partygoers. 주로 이 goer이라고 붙이면 그냥 거기에 갔던 사람들. So partygoer이라는 단어 있어요. partygoer. Okay, event goer. Okay, concert goers. 여기 앞에 어디 갔는지만 쓰시고 여기 뒤에 goer 붙이면 돼요. 어디에 갔던 사람. Okay, now there's another word. 그 발음이 근데 좀 힘드실 텐데요. revelers. 우리한테 좀 힘드니까. 근데 revelers라고 하면은 놀고 있는 사람. So for example, 새해 맞이하러 나온 사람 그 타임스퀘어 보시면은 뭐 100만 명 넘게 나오잖아요. 그 사람들은 revelers이라고 해요. So news 보면은 drunken revelers이라고 하겠죠. Okay, revelers. This is a hard word, so we just use this in the news. Okay. Alright.
그 질문이 있는데요.
네.
그러니까는 취했다는 표현할 때 막 wasted 막 하고 막
네.
그런 거 어떻게 친구들이 막 얘기하는데 그런 얘기 많이 하나 봐요.
네. 그것도 얘기합시다. 그래서 완전 취했어. 속어로 말하고 싶으면 you're wasted 이렇게 많이 쓰죠. You're wasted. Okay, 이거 뭐 자기 자신을 낭비했다 이런 거 좀 깊이 생각하지 마시고요. 그냥 완전히 취했다 이런 의미예요. He's wasted. I'm wasted. Okay? I'm totally wasted. 여기 totally 한국인들이 완전히 많이 쓰듯이 우리 totally 많이 써요. Okay? You're totally wasted. I'm totally wasted. 또 smashed 가능해요. He's totally smashed. I'm totally smashed. Okay? 의미 똑같아요. 네, sloshed도 있어요. 다 가능해요. 이게 다 같은 의미. He's totally smashed. He's totally sloshed. I'm totally sloshed. 그 의미는 다 완전 그 만취했다는 의미죠. Alright. Alright, so if we look at the example sentences, I said a drunken concert goer reportedly lashed out at event organizers after they refused to allow him to carry his pet rabbit into the venue. 이게 venue이라고 하면은 뭐예요? 예, 장소. 무슨 행사하는 자리, 장소. Okay? 행사장 뭐 이런 거. So for example, the concert venue. 음악을 하는 자리, 장소. The concert venue, the event venue. Okay, so this guy, 관객, this concert goer, wanted to go to the concert with his rabbit. He wanted to bring his pet rabbit with him. But the event organizers wouldn't let him. So what is reportedly라고 하면? Reportedly. Okay. 보도에 의하면, right? So it's the same as allegedly. Allegedly이라는 말도 있어요. So 경찰에 의하면 reportedly 부사 이거 부사형. Okay? Reportedly. And lashed out. Lashed out이라고 하면 원래 무작정 그냥 공격이라는 의미였는데 여기 이렇게 말로 기웃한 뭐 항의 이런 의미예요. Okay, lashed out at 이라고 하면은 that word we learned before, vociferously. Okay, 큰 목소리로 항의했다, 시위했다 이런 의미겠죠. Okay, so does anybody remember the story about you might know, the Boston Red Sox, the baseball team in America, that their arch rival, okay, arch rival was the New York Yankees. And the Boston Red Sox didn't win the World Series for like 83 years. 83년 넘게 한 번도 결승전까지 올라가지 못했어요, right? So there was a story about the curse. You know what's the curse? Right. Yeah, 주문을 저주. So the curse. And what that was is in 17 or something, a long time ago, almost 100 years ago, one man came to the stadium in the Red Sox to see the Red Sox play, and he brought his pet goat. Because in the old days, there was less rules. There were less rules about things, and people could do crazy stuff like that. Like you could bring a chicken on the airplane or on the train with you. Now you can't do that. But in the old days, so he brought his goat, and he wanted to watch the game with his goat, his pet goat. And the people at the ticket counter said, no way. And he said, but I have a ticket, because he bought 2 tickets, one for him and one for the goat. And he said, you have to let me in. And he got mad. And then when he left, he threatened to put a curse on the Red Sox. And then after that, they never made it to the World Series again for 83 years or something like that. So there was a lot of talk of the curse. And then in 2003 or 2004, whenever they finally won the World Series, the headline said, the curse is finally broken, something like that. So that's the curse. So that was the inspiration here for my sentence. I was thinking about that guy and his goat when I wrote this sentence. Alright, so lashed out. Lashed out, we usually use that for, 규탄하다, 규탄. To criticize harshly, right? Alright, and then the next one, a drunken man attacked me yesterday, or a drunk man attacked me yesterday, okay? They're both okay. Drunken tiger, we already discussed that. Drunken disorderly conduct. In America, it's illegal to drink outside in public places mostly. So here it's nice. You can buy a beer. You can go drink in the park. In America, it's mostly illegal. Okay, you usually can't drink in a public place. It's too bad, but that's the way it is. One of the crimes is drunken disorderly conduct. So conduct is 행동, 행위. Disorderly is 질서, 어긋나는, 안 지키는. Right, 무질서한. So and drunk. So 공공 장소에서 취했을 때 남에게 피해 주는 거 불법이에요. Okay, 그거는 걸릴 수 있어요. 미국에서 그렇게 하면. So if you're drunk and you're out on the street and you call out to people you don't know and you're like, hey you, come, and you keep bothering people, whatever, you can get arrested in America. And the crime you get arrested for is drunk and disorderly conduct. That's the name of the crime. Alright, drunk driving, 음주운전, and we usually say DWI. So 걸렸을 때, you would say I got a DWI. Okay? And driving while intoxicated, we also use DUI. 똑같은 의미예요. Driving under the influence. Okay? So you'd say I got a DUI, I got a DWI.
이게 불법인데 제가 영화 보면 다 술 취해서 길에서 막 파티하고 막
네, 뭐 그 경찰만 피하면 되겠죠. No, but I mean, usually in America people have parties at their houses. Here there's not a lot of house parties. But in America people have parties at their houses. So you wait for your parents to go out of town. When your parents are on vacation, you invite all your friends over and have a big party. But usually what happens is, you're okay until about like 12 at night, and then the neighbors, if they hear your party, they'll call the police, and then the police come, and then they tell you, if you're underage, like if the people are underage, they'll shut down the party, or if you're adults, they'll tell you to turn down the music and be quiet. If they have to come again, then they'll shut down the party.
단속. 그 crackdown이요.
Yeah, 단속, to crack down.
그거 동사예요. 명사.
It can be both. It can be a noun and a verb. To crack down on. So the police are cracking down on drunk driving. Okay, the police are cracking down on drunk driving. So a crackdown. So the police are cracking down on public intoxication. Okay, so 취한 그 상태 조금 높은 말로 쓰고 싶으면 we don't say drunk. We say intoxicated. Intoxicated, and there's another word, inebriated. Okay, we have two words. They should be, I'll put them on the post and put them up on the website. Alright, so 보통 한 번 이렇게 미국에서 그 음주 운전 하다가 걸리면 그거 다 해결하는 데 있어서 10,000불 넘어, 1,000,000원 넘어. 그거 첫 번째. 두 번째 했을 때 그 면허증 그냥 아예 없어지는 거예요. 근데 만약 또 그렇게 되면은 징역, 심하게 5년 뭐 정말 좀 엄격해요.
이거 얼마나 취했느냐에 따라서 달라지진 않나요?
그렇죠. 아니 달라져. So for example, let's say there's a limit, and every state is different too. It's called your blood alcohol content. So let's say some states it's 0.10, and some states it's 0.08. Okay, this is the limit. So they give you that breathalyzer test. That's called the breathalyzer. Okay, they put that thing and you breathe on it. And then in some states, if you're 0.09, then it's already illegal. But in other states, it's 0.10. Plus, it depends on how big your body is. Like if you're a really heavy person, you can drink 3 beers and still be under this. But if you're skinnier, then you might just only be able to drink 1.5 beers or something. So every state is different. You have to be careful about this.
그게 얼마나 취했든 간에 처음에는 돈으로 해결할 수 있는 거예요?
You get a fine. No, not for this. For this, I think you always they take you to jail, and then yeah, that's pretty serious. For speeding, you get a penalty and you go to court later. But if you're caught for drunk driving, they just take the keys to your car right then. So, yeah. But then, for example, let's say, okay, the limit is point here, and you're like 0.11. You still get in trouble. It's still a DWI, but the fine is much less. But let's say if you're like here, or if you're like 0.2, then they could just take your license right then. I mean, because this is called reckless driving. Okay, reckless is 함부로. So for example, this is a serious crime. This becomes a serious crime here, and then you might lose your license immediately if that happens. All right. So that's about drunkenness. Now let's move on to the next expression, I envy you. So like I said, in English, or in America, we very rarely use I envy you. It's not that it's wrong. Okay, grammatically, I envy you is correct. It's just that nobody uses that expression. It's very rare. Instead, we would say I'm jealous. Okay, I'm so jealous. And 조금 옛날 말투 같아요. Okay, I envy you 이라고 하면.
I think that I envy you was the copy of some commercial.
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's probably some reason why Koreans use it so much. It's just like the reason maybe why Koreans use I'm so drunken is because of Drunken Tiger. I don't know. There may be some reason. But we don't normally say that. We just say I'm so jealous. Okay? 그리고 jealous하고 envious 이렇게 그렇게 구별하지 않아도 돼요. 똑같아요. Okay? 한국말에서 부럽다 하고 질투나다 다르게 쓰지만 우리 같이 쓰거든요. 우리 비슷하게 써요. So I'm jealous of you. Okay? 근데 여기는 없어도 돼요. You can just say I'm so jealous. You can add this or you can leave it off. So I just found out my friend got into Seoul National University. I'm so jealous. That's good enough. You can say, wow, I'm so jealous. Okay? If you really want to say who, you can say I'm so jealous of him. Okay? 근데 I envy you 거의 안 쓰는 말이에요. Okay? Alright, so John just got another promotion. How is he managing to move up the corporate ladder so fast? I'm starting to get a little jealous. You could say, I'm starting to get a little jealous of that guy. Okay, corporate ladder이라는 게 아세요? Anybody know? Ladder is what? 사다리, right? So it looks like this, right? A ladder. Okay? And these things, these 손잡이, are called rungs. Okay, one is a rung, rungs. 이 단계, 올라가는 거, 이 계단 올라가는 거, rungs이라고 해요. Okay, so 비유적으로 이거 corporate ladder이라고 하면은 여기부터 시작해서 점점 올라가는 거. So I'm working my way up the corporate ladder. Okay, up the corporate ladder.
승진하는
Right.
프로모션.
Right, getting a promotion, moving up in the company, that's called going up the corporate ladder. So 여기는 how is he managing to move up? 여기 managing 경영하다 그런 manage 아니고 힘들게 도대체 어떤 수단으로 그렇게 빨리 올라가는 거예요? Like what method is he using? Like, how did he manage? It's like 원래 되게 힘든 일인데.
핸드.
Yeah, how did he handle? Right, exactly. How did he handle to move up? How did he handle to get a promotion? Something like that. How did he manage to? Okay, number 3, just my thinking. So you know, you're all pretty much experts. So you know that this th 이렇게 단시옷 아니면 시옷 발음으로 하면 안 돼요. 왜냐면 영어에서 우리 들었을 때 th하고 s는 완전히 달라요. 비슷하다고 생각하지는 않아. 이거 한국어 표기법 때문에 사람들이 한국 사람 이거 비슷하다고 생각하시지만 우리는 다르다고 생각해요. 차라리 이렇게 하는 게 더 좋을 것 같아요. thinking. just my thinking. 그러면 thinking이겠다. 근데 sinking이라고 하면은 sink 있잖아요. 이거 영어 다른 동사예요. 그래서 이거는 좀 아닌 것 같아요. 이게 똑같이 theater 말하면 시어터이라고 하면은 그러면 우리 이거 생각해요. seater. 근데 seater이라고 하면은 뭐 자동차. It's a 4-seater. 4인용 자동차. It's a 3-seater. Okay, it's a 4-seater. So 차라리
쌍디귿.
네, 이거 안 되면은 그냥 이걸로 하는 게 더 좋을 것 같아요. 상디귿? 띄어터? 모르겠어요. But yeah, this, anything like this or this is better. It's not an S. We don't think of this as an S sound at all. Theater is more like a T. Because people in Spanish-speaking countries, when they say theater, they say teatro. Like in Spanish-speaking, they don't have TH. They use T too. So we can understand that. But if you say S, just my thinking, then people will think I'm singing 가라앉히고 있다, something like that, right? Alright, so but we don't use this expression anyway. We say that's just my opinion. Okay, that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Those are my thoughts. Alright, now another really common one is it delicious? Okay? So why is this wrong? 문법적으로 아무 문제 없지만 왜 안 쓰죠?
그렇게 안 쓰는 것 같아요.
그죠?
그냥 good or bad.
Right, we say it tastes good, it tastes really good. 그렇게 말하죠. It tastes good, it tastes really good, but delicious 거의 안 써요. 거의 안 쓰는 말이에요. The problem is people think that 맛있다, 영어로 it's delicious. 근데 1대1 해당되는 표현 아니에요. Okay? 차라리 it tastes good. It tastes good. Okay? 또 it tastes great. 그 위에 it tastes wonderful. It tastes amazing. 그 위에 it's delicious. Okay? So 정말 평생에 제일 맛있는 음식이면 wow, it's delicious 가능해. 근데 물어볼 때 특히 안 써요. You can say wow, it's delicious 가능해요. But you wouldn't ask somebody else that question. You wouldn't say 엄청 대단히 맛있는 거 아니야? 이렇게 물어보지 않잖아요. So 특히 물어볼 때 더 어색한 것 같아요. You could say wow, it's delicious if you really want to. Okay, if it's really amazing. But as a question, it sounds especially strange. All right, and then next, he praised me. So he praised me. 우리 칭찬하다, 칭찬해 주셨어요. 이런 말 할 때 he paid me a compliment이라고 써요. He paid me a compliment 아니면 he complimented me. Okay? Praise는 평상시에 그 쓰임새 숭배하다. Okay? 하느님 앞에서. That's what praise means. So for example, 예배. We call that praise service. Praise service. So it's better to use complimented me. Okay, he complimented me, he paid me a compliment. Now, if you're writing, like I saw in the newspaper just yesterday, okay, 공화당 속하는 사람들까지 오바마 이번에 그 작전을 칭찬해 줬어. Right? 그렇게 나왔어요. 근데 거기 신문 말투니까 even Republican leaders praised President Obama's success in catching Osama bin Laden. 그건 가능해요. 신문이니까. So they praised, Republican leaders praised Obama's operation. 그건 가능해요. 근데 평상시에 we don't say he praised me. Okay? 이상해요. I don't say my parents praised me, right? We would say they complimented me. They gave me a compliment. Okay? So 정말 대단한 일에 대해서 얘기할 때 그런 praise는 가능한데 정말 유명한 사람들에 대해서 얘기할 때 평상시에 거의 안 써요. 그 의미로. We say praise, it means to bow and pray before God. Right? Pray에서 왔잖아요. Praise. Okay? So praise God. Praise Him. Right? Praise before God. Okay. Any questions?
No.
No? Good? Alright. Alright, that'll do it then.